All right, everyone, here we go. New moon in Aquarius, Chinese New Year. How about that? Year of the rabbit. Fast-moving energy, like I said. It's a fast-moving critter. This is an all signs reading. Doesn't matter what your sign is. This is straight up energy reading. All right, this is going to be a hell of a reading. This new moon is about becoming your true authentic self. It allows you to be your true self. It's all about truth in a big way. It's a bit, think of a cocoon, you know, a caterpillar breaking out of a cocoon, spreading its wings, kind of a thing. It is that kind of energy. All right, and that's the effect it's having in conjunction with all the other energies going on around it, which includes Uranus going direct, which I'll pull on in a couple of days, probably on Monday, which is a big deal actually because of the other energies that are energizing around it. That said, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. Technically, this is timeless. However, the energy period for this usually spans up until the next full moon. Okay, but this, because it's the lunar new year, the Aquarius new moon is always very powerful. It may bleed in. It could stretch out for a while. It has almost the power of an eclipse, you know, so it can last months. All right, that said, you're all moving at different speeds on your timeline, so keep that in mind. But when I pull a pre-shuffle here, I get sort of what I was talking about. Now I'm going to show you something. This is the Nine of Pentacles. It's crossed by a Seven of Swords. We've been seeing this fox a lot lately, haven't we? Right? But this is someone under the energy. I asked the universe, give me the soulmate cycle with the influence of the new moon in Aquarius. Based on what I just told you, this says that. This is someone here, the Seven of Swords is crossing. The Nine of Pentacles is someone breaking free, liberating themselves from bullshit, probably because they've been chicken, right? That's been coming up in my readings. But when there's a fox around, chickens, you know, yeah, they run, they do things, you know, and if you corner it, it'll bite, you know. It's that kind of thing. Someone's liberating themselves from their usual bullshit. Underneath that is the Two of Cups. The energy around them is fairly balanced. This is two soulmates coming together. Yeah, they see that as part of the liberation, maybe saying how they feel at the very least, or at least checking in, one or the other. There is some resistance. The devil does cause some fear. There's the devil. Well, I wasn't surprised it showed up in the pre-shuffle, but it's crossed by the Seven of Wands. The devil does cause some resistance. This is hang-ups they have, past pains they haven't dealt with. Generally, this is just talking about fears that they're generating within themselves about bringing two soulmates together, about putting down the bullshit. And they're afraid of that fox. And we talked about that fox in a recent extended. I pulled on the fox. So you know why they're afraid of that fox. But the thing is, while the devil may cause some resistance, those fears, the card that's bookending the Nine of Pentacles is the Eight of Wands. It's stronger than the Seven of Wands. It's the urge to reach out, the urge to speak. The realization, once they get real and get some truth, they know that the only liberation is this, Two Cups. Okay? That's the pre-shuffle. And that really is, in a small little surface energy card look, you know, energy pull, that really is this new moon. And it's the same for you. On your side, you're connected to this energy, but you're here on planet Earth. This new moon affects you as well. You're going to get to be your true authentic. So follow the energy. Just go with the flow of the energy. Let it take you where it wants to take you. That's my advice to you. All right, here we go. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's do it. Okay. I've been waiting to pull this reading. I love this reading. I like the lunar new year. There's a lot of new years, isn't there? There's the 1111 portal, the energetic new year, which energizes at 12/12, as I told you. There's our Gregorian calendar, which is based on the movements of the sun, New Year on January 1st. There's the Chinese New Year, which is a lunar calendar, which is right now, based on the new moon here in Aquarius. And it changes each year, depends where the new moon in Aquarius falls. And then there's there's one more big one. There's the astrological New Year, which happens when we enter Aries season at the end of March. So, you know, if you think about it, all of these new years, all of these new beginnings and things, the year really doesn't get going and get up to speed until around at the end of March and April. you know. Depending on where you live, the weather starts getting warmer or colder. You know, southern hemisphere people are moving into winter fairly soon, toward the middle of the year. But the rest of us are all getting geared up for the spring and summer and all of that, and that's kind of when it gets going. So there's a lot of New Year's, but this is a big one. All right, the moon is the second most powerful energy that affects us here on a daily basis, and it's pretty powerful. This first card out is before the cut. Why the fuck are we here? Aquarius new moon, Fakey McFakerman, the Queen of Wands. We're here probably because the Queen of Wands is getting real. You know, the cut card should back up my pre-shuffle. There's your Seven of Swords. There's your phoniness. There's your lies. There's your someone who puts out pretense, pretends one thing, you know, pretends everything's great, but they feel another thing, all that kind of stuff. But there's also a strong energy here of attraction. You know, this is a very attractive energy. I don't know. I don't know where it's going to go. I don't know what the universe is going to tell us here, because I've got a song ringing in my head, and yeah, well, there it is. Eight of Wands. There's two urges, and that song was, I mentioned it before, it's an old Glenn Frey song from back in the 80s. They used to play it around Miami Vice a lot, called the Smuggler's Blues. He got a line in the song about the lure of easy money. It has a very strong appeal. That Queen of Wands loves easy money. It's easy for this person to bullshit themselves and just pretend that you don't matter, for example. But this Eight of Wands coming out after it is the other energy. The energy to push forward. This new moon causes our true self to come up. It's why the Mercury direct reading came out the way it did, where they can't bullshit themselves. And when they do, they fall into a trap of a very powerful Three of Swords. So again, it backs up the pre-shuffle 100%. The lure of easy money. Yeah, it is easy for this person to behave the way they normally behave. There's no doubt about that. Let's go. Let's shuffle the deck. Give me the soulmate cycle with the influence. All affecting energies and the influence of the new moon in Aquarius. The year of the rabbit. It should be a very auspicious year. Pay attention to what the universe has been telling you in the lead up in my 3-card readings and all of that. That energy is solid. I tell you what, I can already pick up on it. It's weird. It's like it's a lucky year, right? The year of the rabbit. Chinese kind of see it that way. But it is. I went on a walk yesterday. I took an orange walk, and I found a denim jacket. It was just laying there on the sidewalk. A Lucky Brand men's, right? Not a woman's. Men's denim jacket. In my size. I picked it up. I said, well, this ain't going to be my size. It was my size. It's weird. It's like shopping at Nordstrom down the damn street. It was strange. Strange. Stuff like that hasn't happened in a while. Nothing like that kind of a find happened in 2022. I can tell you that. All right, let's see where we go. Yes. All right, okay. Oh, Jesus. Oh, the cards are just falling apart here. They want to come out. There's all kinds of things happening here. Overall energy of everything that's going to fall on the table is the Knight of Swords. I mean, this is communication on crack. It ties to that Eight of Wands, which we've now seen twice, right? The stronger urge is to be themselves, to fly away from who they used to be, to say what they need to say. It's John Mayer upright. Say what you need to say, right? What's fueling this? Ace of Cups. Again, it's become toxic because it's been sitting and sitting and sitting. Like an old casserole in the back of the fridge nobody wants. It's become toxic. You wouldn't want to eat it now. It's time for this energy to flow. The urge to say something about how they feel. And I didn't know that was there when I was describing this card. But there it is. The Ace of Cups. I mean, it's very strong. Okay. But let's not forget Glenn Frey, because he came up for a reason. The lure of easy money. It's got a very strong appeal. And easy money is the Seven of Swords and the Queen of Wands. Right? All right. Fakey McFakerman. Right here's the energy around your connection. Right here's how your person's behaving in the 3D. Right here's their soul. That should be good. Right here's the hidden energy. Message from the universe. Red with the energy of your connection. Right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. I will clarify everything. Throw some universe cards over the top, and you bet your sweet asses, and I know they are. There's going to be a link for it extended in the description. You ready? Energy around your connection right now. What is it? Knight of Cups. I wasn't even worried. I wasn't even worried it was going to be anything other than an 8 of Wandsy type coming towards your ass card. It's right there. Knight of Cups. The energy around your connection is there's an incoming energy. This energy is incoming with a goddamn cup. A message of love. Yep. That's the energy. It's there. The urge to come towards you is stronger. But the lure of easy money, Queen of Wands, has a very strong appeal, but they are liberating themselves from it. This new moon allows our true selves to come up. Our true selves is in the soul. Okay? Right here. Not this person's ego. Not Queen of Wands. They're never real. King and Queen of Wands are always phony. King of Wands makes you believe anything's possible just to get in your pants. Right? Kind of a thing. It's all fake ass shit. Right here. How are they behaving in the 3D? Page of Wands. Again, my little explorer page wants to explore new things, wants to break free from who they were, wants to be something else, wants to try new things. That's how they're behaving in the 3D, because that's what this energy is making us want to do, right? It's going to, all of this applies to you as well. You know, what direction do you want to fly in? What have you been on the fence about? Just flow with the energy. Let it take you where it's going to take you. All right, this is good. It's all good so far. The soul position. I haven't looked. I'm laughing. Why? Bookending the Knight of Cups. Well, okay. Round and round she goes. It's the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, it's a complete flip, but it's spinning. It's not a 180-degree turn and all of that. No, it's a spinning Wheel of Fortune. This is one of the ones that did want to fly out while I was shuffling, but it was long before I finished. I'm not surprised it came back. But yeah, this is a complete change in the energy here. This is a new person in the 3D, okay? And a primary energy flow is 5D to 3D. So what's happening here is what the universe is saying is this is a completely different person in the 3D. But the lure of easy money has a very strong appeal. So that's why it's spinning, right? It's going around and around. They're back and forth on it, but this is a very strong urge. This cup's about to blow here, okay? It needs to flow. And we see it. The opportunity energy is there for two soulmates to come together. We saw it in the pre-shuffle. We saw it in the cut cards. We saw it in the overall energy. We see it here. All right. Okay. Hidden energy. What's the universe, fickle old gal, want to tell us? She's a little chatty today, isn't she? It's red with the Knight of Cups. Strength. Lion holding one of the roses from the Two of Cups in this deck. We saw the Two of Cups in the pre-shuffle, so that's why I mention it. It's right there. There's a bravery in the energy. It's probably, you know, again, when I shuffled on this, I said, give me all affecting energies around the new moon in Aquarius. One of the main energies around, as I've been telling you, underneath the ground floor of everything for the first, until May of this year, is Jupiter in Aries. And that makes you brave. It makes you bold. This is Leo energy. It's about forward movement. I'll tell you what, it really is. It's not only opportunity energy here. Someone here, the pull is very strong to do it. Okay? And this is someone who's completely different in the 3D and wants something new. This is, I may have said it, this is a strong month for communication here in January. But it's also a strong month if your person's married. It's another one of those months like February last year and October last year where it's time to stop reconciling with something on their side that's no longer working. Okay? This is someone who wants to move in a new direction. And your soulmate connection is looking mighty good to this person because of this Ace of Cups. This Ace of Cups needs to flow. Potential final outcome, red with the Knight of Wands. Not surprising. I took a peek. You know, I just want to make sure I'm right. Yeah, I am. His whole reading is Steve's right, upright. It's the Page of Cups. Now that page is a downshift, right? Maybe a squirrel ran in front of the car while we were upshifting. And it downshift, and we have to slow down and downshift a little bit to not hit the little guy. This is saying again, this is a very sweet energy around this. The final outcome is communication. It's very new for this person. It's new behavior. And whenever that's the case, there's a lot of nervousness attached to it. So again, I can't predict what a 3D person's going to do, but I can tell you all of the energy on this table says that the urge for something new is different. This is a beautiful energy coming towards you here. This is an apology. It's read with the Page of Wands, which is communication, but it should make sense with the energy around your connection. This is communication, communication, communication. It's all communication. And that makes sense. Okay, before you start thinking this is sugarcoat, a good percentage of them, I doubt, even with the Strength card here, will put their ego down. Why? Because Glenn Fry's here. The lure of easy money has a very strong appeal. It's very easy for this person to bullshit, but they know within the energy what they want to do. Just like you know when it's cold outside to put a damn jacket on. But this person, you know, with a lot of ego, they don't like wearing jackets. Covers up their muscles or something. They're like one of those dudes who buys shirts 3 sizes too small, make their 15-inch biceps look 17 in appearance, you know, kind of a thing like that. You know, don't. If I put a jacket on, why do I bother working out? You know, okay, well then freeze to death, motherfucker. Okay, but so some of them will kind of play that game, but it's a very nice card. It's an apology. I can't wait to clarify it. I need to see it, but honestly, this whole reading reeks of communication. But that makes sense. Because the Aquarius new moon allows our true authentic self to emerge. Your true authentic self lives in the soul. So what's also different with the Wheel of Fortune falling in the soul position is again, this person's true soul keeps trying to come out. It's spinning, it comes out, and then they fight it, that devil comes in like the pre-shuffle told us, and they have some resistance to it. But again, this reading proves that the urge to come towards you is very strong. Let's talk to the witches. Let's clarify why is the Knight of Cups here. I don't want to put any false hope in anybody's head here. But keep in mind that this reading also applies to you. So again, look at it from you. If I flip the energy here, which I can do, again, you've got some sort of love coming towards you. Something very different. You're looking for something new. And and it's headed towards you. If you're open to it, it'll show up. Like energy attracts like energy. Some kids like to call it the law of attraction. It's really just physics. All right. Why is the Knight of Cups here? Talk to me about it. But as far as the runner goes, they're very attracted. They're very attracted to this connection. I get the impression this reading, as I riff on the energy as I shuffle here, also tells me there's not a lot of love on their side. It's not real love anyway. It's love of something. Probably self. You know, 2 narcissists in a relationship kind of a thing. Is almost the way it feels. Okay. Why is the Knight of Cups here? Why? Why? 2 of Swords. There, I told you, Glenn Fry's here. There's 2 sides to this. There's 2 Ace of Swords here. Someone is a deer in the headlights or a squirrel in our headlights as we downshift. Okay? There's a truth and another truth. The lure of easy money has a very strong appeal. But they know which way is the best way to go. That they know. Okay? There's 2 swords here and one's definitely shinier than the other. What's on top? See? See? Look at the energy of your connection. Forget the environmental energy. That's how they're behaving. You know, that's the energy of just what's happening here. Just, you know, well, let's get real for a second. But let's go back to fairyland. Knight of Cups with the Lovers on top of it. It's wide open. I mean, the opportunity energy is here on crack for 2 soulmates to come together. And we even saw that and they know they got to put their bullshit down to do it. It's nice. Why is the Lovers here? See what I'm saying? The Star. It's divine timing. It's here. The manifestation of what this person actually wants is right in front of them. Right? They ordered a steak. They got a steak. They're refusing to pick up, well, they're at a crossroads whether to pick up the fork or not. Right? Because, well, if I eat the steak, I might gain a pound or 2, but well, that steak looks good, you know, like that kind of thing. Oh, you know you're going to eat the steak. Just eat it. It's like that. That's the energy that's here. It's what the universe is saying, too, with the Strength card here. Pretty hard to stop a lion, you know. 500-pound cat, for God's sake. This is nice. This is very nice. With the Wheel of Fortune here, the truest manifestation of this connection is the energy is in place right now. Again, true authentic self. This is what they really want. This is what you wanted. Here it is. It's in front of you. Okay? We do downshift because of the deer in the headlights or squirrel in the headlights with that 2 of swords right here that's crossing here. But the net result is still more on the communication side than not. Why? Because, well, in part because in the 3D, these two are read together anyway. In the 3D, this person is my little explorer page. There's some bravery here. We know that. There's some adventure that's wanted on this side. Maybe they're bored in their life. You know, and I don't have a card to indicate it, but there's a lot of regret, I'm sure, for not coming towards you. That comes up a lot. Let's see. Why is the Page of Wands here? Why is this person behaving differently under this energy as their true, authentic self? Why do they want new horizons, new adventures, new love, real love? Why? Why is it here? Well, this is why. Because of the Aquarius new moon, in part, but because the world. We're in a new cycle, okay? We are. We're in a new core energy cycle and have been since the middle of March 2022. But a lot of smaller cycles within that have also ended and new ones have began. The energy is completely new around this person in the 3D. It's brand new. I mean, they got new car smell, okay? In other words, they can't look at their world the same way. There's no possible way, okay? It's time. It's time to go, time to move on. It's time for some new adventures. That's why. The energy right now is nice. So this new moon is showing up in just the right energy, I can tell you. Uranus direct is going to help a lot here very soon. Well, what's on top? The Wheel of Fortune. Primary energy flow is 5D to 3D. This here, I already told you, is carrying over here. This card helped me explain, you know, this over here with the energy. Here it is. Here's the Wheel of Fortune. They are completely different in the 3D energy. All right? There's no other way to describe it. It's a complete change. Why is the wheel here? And here's your Page of Cups. Page of Cups right here is read with these cards. There's a Page of Cups up here too. This person wants something new. They want new love. They want to feel love. They want to give love. There's a tidal wave here behind this girl that's been building up and building up. Ace of Cups. All right? The reading is just cross-checking itself. The reading's doing itself. I'm not really doing anything. Okay. Let's talk about the Wheel of Fortune, though. This ought to be good. So, fine. There's a very strong chance here. I could phrase it, somebody getting real. All right? Yeah, there's an inclination to fall back on Fakey McFakerman and 7 of Swords and lies. But there's a fox chasing them right now. And that fox is all those spiritual lessons. It's got big teeth. It really does. The universe threw a big card here in the 5D, in the soul position, and it threw it again in the 3D. You know, and this one's not spinning. This one is, because of the world card here, this one is a 180-degree turn from who they were. No longer running. My little Page of Wands is very brave, you know. Children are. You know, it's that curious, my little curious explorer page. Man, when I was a kid, the shit that I pulled, I'm surprised I'm still sitting here. The stuff that me and my friends thought was a good idea. You know, I mean, it's unreal. The stories I could fucking tell. I've told a couple, but my God, some of them you'd be like, are you serious? It's like we actually thought we were living in a Roadrunner cartoon. You know, we'll be fine if we go over the cliff. You just land, you put a sign up and you're okay. Or as long as you don't think about the fact you're flying off a cliff, you'll be fine. You'll just keep running. You know, it's like we thought that when I think back on some of the shit we pulled. It's that kind of energy that's there. All right, so what's this Wheel of Fortune about in the soul? Let's pull on this one because it's spinning. Spinning like the game show, round and round and round. All right, let's see. Why is the wheel here? Okay. All right. Yeah. Wow. True authentic self coming to the surface. Aquarius new moon. That's why we're here. It's a high priestess. Wow. Everything's coming. The environmental energy around is all they can feel. Is everything they push down. Why they behave badly. Why they do this. Why they're still with that. Why they ran from you. It's just all of it. It's just there in the environmental energy around their soul. And because the Wheel of Fortune came out in the 3D, it's all bleeding into the 3D. there's somewhere in between here is a sadness. I can feel it. What's on top? Empress. Yeah. It's balanced. I said the energy around them is balanced when I pulled the Two of Cups in the pre-shuffle. I did. Rewind. This here is telling me that because I'm pulling on this incoming energy, and it's different from what it normally is. You can see that it is. Now there's a lot of Empress energy within this person. Okay, I got little Page of Cups here, little Page of Cups here, Knight of Cups here. This is not your person. The Star, somebody actually manifesting this, somebody feeling like they want this, somebody feeling like they can come get it. It's because of the balanced nature of the energy around us right now. We've been talking about that on recent readings, and it's coming up here. It's making this Aquarius new moon very powerful. It's why the Aquarius position in my Friday reading this week came out the way it did. Pulling on Aquarius, I can't help but get the energies of the Aquarius new moon. And it's just like this. I mean, it's just, this person's Empress energy is up. They're feeling everything. And the High Priestess told us that too. Why is the Empress here? Look at that. These cards bookend these cards. This is a Knight of Cups. This is a Knight of Cups. Look at that. It's just go, motherfucker. And it's what I said in a way with the High Priestess here. It's what I said in the Mercury direct reading. When they try to push it back, they can't. They can't, because the Empress wants to feel. And when that energy comes up in them, I don't know if they it's almost like they accidentally drove through a field of energy that was exactly 417 hertz, and it energized them in some way. It's really weird. Or you secretly put a speaker outside their house and pumped 417 hertz through their damn house or something, because it really is strong here. It is spinning because, again, the lure of easy money. It has a very strong appeal. It's easy to be a liar. It's easy to bullshit. It really is. It's very easy to fail, is what I mean. It's very easy to fail. You could get a great job interview and go in there and tank it real easy, you know. Just sit in a slouchy position, wear a pair of gym shorts and flip-flops to the interview. It's very easy to not get the job. It's a whole other story when you actually want the job. And this is an energy, look, Lovers and the Star, of someone who wants you, wants this connection. And they lied to themselves for a long time that they didn't. And now, all of that, this energy liberates them from that. All right? So that's why the cards are coming out the way they are. My top row, very important here. It began with a Knight of Cups. It ends with a Knight of Cups. It is what it is. It's very different energy. I can't tell you how different this energy is here. And I'm sure, because I know there's other energies approaching the DF, I'm sure they're picking up on that. And that's why the urge to reach out is strong. None of them want this to be over. We know that from other readings. All my readings are tied together. We don't forget what we've learned before, or at least I don't. So again, they don't want this to be over. Why is the Strength card here? In fact, there's a big save coming. Wasn't there a reading where I had some kind of a person here who had a lot of shame and things like that? You know, I said there's a lot of sadness here in this little cavern between these two. Why is the Strength card here? What do you want to tell us, universe? Why is the Strength card here? Why? Why? And your energy appears to be reflecting, in part, Empress, but I'm picking up a lot of, I don't have a card to back it up, but I'm picking up a lot of Queen of Pentacles here. A lot. And that's been coming up too. A lot of what I would call the energy that might reflect off a Queen of Pentacles card. I'll put it that way. No such thing as Queen of Pentacles energy. Energy's frequency. But it's an energy the way I feel it. For the static energy, you guys that are here, I feel it in that sense. And that too is something. Somebody here realizes you're not chasing them. You're growing. You're going after your Nine of Cups. All right. Strength. Let's talk to the fickle old gal. She's chatty today. Oh my God. Strength card. Why is it here? Tell me about the Strength card. Tell me about it. The Four of Wands. Yeah, they want a new beginning. Yep, we get that. That environmental energy backs up the 3D. Okay, fine. The bravery is there to go get it. The energy is there. The opportunity is there. It's all there. The manifestation, the magic, right? With the Star card here and the Lover. The magic. We'll call it that. All right, we'll go rainbow unicorn for a second. The fucking unicorns are in the corral. Pick one and ride it, motherfucker. All right, let's go. What's on top? King of Swords. Yep. The bravery is there. The energy is there. The universe is saying this is what they want. This picture is what they want. It implies that they don't have it on their side. And they're aware. And remember, we had two swords crossing here. These cards are red together. Right? He's just holding one of them. And it's the one with the white tip. That's the one that I read on the Two of Swords. That's the good option. Right? Which is all of this. Right here. Coming toward you. Why is the King of Swords here? The Ace of Wands. Look at that. I can kind of read it this way. There's a fire in their belly here. I pick it up a little bit off this Knight of Swords here. You know, he got a message and nothing stops it. It's a real juggernaut energy, this Knight of Swords. Once the juggernaut gets going, nothing can stop it. Right? It's like that. Yeah, this is powerful. There's a lot of passion, a lot of truth here, and let's not give your person too much credit. Okay, let's just back it up a moment. A lot of this is driven by the universe itself. The energies right now, the way the astrology is pulling on the core energy, the way everything's happening, it has been for a while, and it still is a motherfucking perfect storm like I've never seen before. Okay, it's nice. Somebody here is coming to get it. The universe is saying that it might burn out the moment they show up. Okay, we need to keep that in mind. Or I could translate this frequency of energy as saying that when they show up, you might not want it. You might be like, I'm because your true self is coming out right now in this energy too. So you might be like, well, I'm dreaming of something bigger. You're showing up as a page and I'm dreaming of something bigger. I need something bigger. I'm the fucking Empress. I'm the Queen of Pentacles. You know, kind of a thing. If somebody's going to be with the Queen of Pentacles, they got to be on their level. Because she's fine by herself, male or female. Let's talk about this final outcome. It's communication. The whole reading backs it up. All the way from the beginning. We've seen the Eight of Wands a couple of times here. Why is the Knight of Cups here? Knight of Cups. I called it Knight of Cups. I think that's a Freudian slip. And that's important. I think that's what they see themselves as, and they show up, and you see them as this, okay? So what's coming towards you is a page, but it's someone who in their mind is this Knight. And I believe that's true, because the Knight of Cups showed up in the soul, and that is the primary energy flow, 5D to 3D, so that shows up over here. So again, this Knight is directly bookending this page. So yeah, I think they imagine themselves as the Knight coming in to save the day. And I think what you see is a page. Very interesting. These are tricky energies to translate. This is almost as hard energy. There's so much energy here. It's almost as difficult to translate and as much of a headache for me as the weekly readings are. Wow. Page of Cups. There's a lot of layers here. I'm giving you what I think you need to know. There's a lot more I could say. There's a lot of layers here, including where the fuck is what's on their side, because it's not coming out. I'm assuming your person didn't just materialize out of nowhere and they have a life. It's not here. It's completely shut off. Click. Okay, so that's odd. We'll look at that in the extended. But this page definitely wants something else, this Page of Wands. Why is the Page of Cups here? I'm still shuffling. Come on, universe, I'm running out of shit to say. All right, let's go. Why is the Page of Cups here? Tell me about the Page of Cups. Tell me about the Page of Cups. Tell me about the Page of Cups. Here it is. Glenn Fry coming back. Well, let's back up for a moment before I show you this card. The lure of easy money. It has a very strong appeal. Easy money is lies we tell ourselves. Easy to fail. Any fuckwit can fail. But this energy of the Queen of Wands in the environmental energy backs up by Freudian slip. I got a Knight who's, in their mind, that's how they're showing up. You see as a page. That's lying to themselves. So in a way, they show up lying to themselves. That, you know, I'm here to tell you how I feel. The Queen of Wands is only going to tell you what you need to hear. Okay? And that's why it may appear as a page to you. But I'm telling you, there's a tidal wave of love behind what this person's talking about. And we know because of this. right here. Okay, that Ace of Cups represents that. They're coming with swords to talk about cups. It's basically what the overall energy is telling us. And it's backing it up here. It really is. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, they're going to hold back a little bit. There's a hangman fueling that Queen of Wands. Okay? Also, there's a big energy of attraction here. The urge to come talk to you is very strong. But the lure of easy money has a very strong appeal. Easy money. How could I get away with this where I pretend to be a knight? But what's on top? High Priestess. That ties me directly to the soul energy, because that was crossing the soul energy. And it says I'm right. I'm not going to repeat myself. It's all about the knight and page thing that we've been talking about. This High Priestess right here is read with the Wheel of Fortune in the reading. All that stuff, all the stuff they kept secret is now on the surface. Their true authentic self is out. All right? It's out. This backs up my read on the High Priestess here. And why? Because over here, the High Priestess is read with a Wheel of Fortune. Over here, the High Priestess is read with a Wheel of Fortune. It's a complete turnaround for this person. They can't push it back down, like I said in the Mercury direct reading. It's all just there on the surface. What has been hidden is now visible. Why is the High Priestess here? 9 Cups. Eye on the prize energy. It's here because someone's authentic, true, authentic self is out under the Aquarius new moon with all affecting energies around it, including a future energy of Uranus direct. And somebody here knows what their fucking 9 of Cups is. And they know that if they want to go get it, it's read with the Page of Cups, they've got to come grovel. Okay? They got to come in. However, they are imagining themselves as a bit of a knight as they come in. I just don't think they know how to deal with this kind of energy, with this kind of power, with this kind of love. This is a lot. Okay? Your person's used to 100 horsepower love. This is 500 horsepower connection. It's very different. You can't just tromp on it. You're going to run right into a telephone pole if you tromp on that gas pedal. All right? It's the way it is. But this is communication. This is somebody coming towards you for reasons I've already explained a dozen times. Let's go back to this deck. All right? Let's do 3 cards from the universe. Let's see what it wants to tell us. It's going to be a wicked voodoo on crack extended. I've got the star card to pull on. I'm going to pull on your connection. All right, for sure, under this energy with the lovers and the star card. I got a devil up in the pre-shuffle I need to pull on. I'm going to pull on where the fuck is the other energy here. I'm assuming your person didn't just materialize, because this is very much soulmate focused. But that makes sense, because the soul here is awake. That energy's flowing in, Wheel of Fortune to Wheel of Fortune. All right? Wow. That Page of Wands, I'm telling you, I'm not fucking around. It really wants something new. And it'll take some chances. Strength card tells me that. All right? This is a king here who makes a plan, a meticulous plan, and then orders the Knight of Swords to take action on it. Right? And there's your Knight of Swords. But he's a king who also takes some chances. This is an energy this year, the year of the rabbit, if you will, which is beginning now, as I told you in a blog article I wrote about this year, and as I've been saying, where fortune favors the brave. And that's exactly what these 3 cards say. Fortune, king, favors the brave. You get new beginnings. Brave is the strength card. This is all fortune favors the brave energy here with a 4 of Wands crossing it. The road or path or highway to the 10 of Pentacles for sure. Happy new beginning. So, again, it's just incredible energy. It really is. Let's see where we go. Make sure you take advantage of it. We'll see how this energy is affecting you as well in the extended. And of course, I'll pull a pyramid and a timeline like I always do. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. We'll go deeper here. Well, we got to find what's going on their side, though. But that page really does want to take some chances. And fortune favors the brave this year. You remember that. All right? Take some chances. Think it out, of course. Use your head. Don't do anything stupid. Like the stories I told around the page of when I was a kid. God, some of those things make me cringe. I can't even believe I'm sitting here. All right, 3 cards from the universe. What else the universe won't tell you? Always pull from the bottom. 9 Wands, the moon, 6 Cups. The moon is crossed by the Fool. There's a lot you don't know here. Okay? There's a lot you don't know. And I'm not just talking about things they haven't told you. Okay? I'm not just talking about that. I mean, that's there too. You know. But I'm talking about who you guys... I have to pull on your connection in the extended. Because who you guys are, there's a lot hidden here. Okay? This is about whole new... These connections in this particular soulmate cycle are very important. They're not just about putting you on new paths. You know, we've already had the world card here in this reading. So we know that this is a fool on a new level. Right? You get past judgment, you get to the world. You get to the world, you get into a new cycle, which we know is happening in the 3D with the world crossing the 3D energy. You get to a fool on a new level, on a higher level. These connections are to put you both on a higher level for sure. There's a lot of hidden energy here, but the wall that separates the hidden from the known is overgrown, hasn't been maintained, it's crumbling down. It's represented by the number 9, which is the end. In tarot. There's a lot you're about to find out, I think. I think a lot's about to come to light. And we've been talking about her just to make sure you know, because I said this is mostly me talking to you. This is a message to you from the universe. And here you are. Proof of my read on your static energy that's here with me in the reading is the Queen of Pentacles. I said, you feel like Queen of Pentacles to me. I feel like it's the energy that would come off of Queen of Pentacles. And there you are. This is about you. Yeah. So, let's find out what's been behind this wall. Let's see where we go. I'm going to pull some wicked, wicked, wicked voodoo in that extended. If you want it, the link is there. All right? It is the Year of the Rabbit. Chinese New Year. The Lunar New Year, if you will. All right. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. I'm going to go straight in on the extended for sure on this one. Good luck.